Ladies and gentlemen, the late British Prime Minister Winston Churchill once said that the only thing we have to fear is fear itself. This famous saying shows that fear affects people as much as they let it affect them. Fear only goes as far as you let it to go. And so, ladies and gentlemen, to address us on the topic, Fear Fosters Failure, I present to you a man who has been intimate with both the thrill of victory and the agony of defeat, a justice of the peace, chartered financial consultant, author, consumer advocate, motivational consultant, television show host, and our presenter today, Dr. Godfrey McAllister.
Thank you, Mr. Moderator. Fear fosters failure. 17 years ago, I don't know if I was a better speaker 17 years ago or not. I would like to think I'm a better speaker now. I'm certainly an older one. 17 years ago, on this campus, not in this studio, but within the precincts here, 17 years ago, I did a world-class presentation, Rise from Your Slump and Succeed. A presentation that crosses all barriers. A presentation that has relevance to every situation. You've been hearing a part of it during the intermission. That presentation should have gone around the world. That presentation would have placed me on every main platform that is conceivable. I would have spoken not just in the 10 countries that I've already spoken in, I would have probably be speaking in every country in the world with my interpreter when necessary. But I was afraid. Fear. What was I afraid of? The success? No. The opportunity to help millions? No. I was afraid that my work would have been pirated and that somebody would get hold of that video and make illegal copies and make millions of dollars, and I would not make as much as I should make. And that fear paralyzed me. And I put that video down. Not only did I put the video down, but I was supposed to be doing a series with about, 6, 7, 8. It was a series of 6, 7, 8 presentations. That was the first. I never did another one. Because if I can't release the first one, why should I do another one? They'll pirate that too. And for 17 long years, thank God it was recorded. I've just launched my website, still under construction, www.godfreymcallister.com. That speech is on the World Wide Web. It's on YouTube. The world can have it for free if necessary. Because now I know that where that came from, there's a whole heap more there. And so that fear, irrational. Okay, so some people would have pirated it. So instead of making $50 million, I only would have made 45. Damn it. $5 million loss. Who cares? I would have made 45. So it doesn't even make sense. But then what did I say about fear? Very often, it doesn't make sense. And so as we examine our fears, we will realize that a lot of times if we stop long enough to think about it, it doesn't make sense. And fear fosters failure. One of the things that fear does, it immobilizes us. It cripples us. It deactivates us. Some people say that when fear grips somebody, you can either have fight or flight. But there's a third. And I don't know if I can find an F for it. Freeze. Thank you, Winston. I know I can trust Winston for that. I know I can trust my good friend Winston for that. Thank you, sir. It's not just fight or flight. Add this one to it. Freeze. All I can think of was paralysis. But that doesn't spread. I was going to say paralysis, but freeze is much better. Freeze is much, much better. You know, I've had the privilege of benefiting from the International Toastmasters training. And in my early days as a Toastmaster, I've seen people join the Toastmasters movement. And they would say, the person they presented, the facilitator, would say, a round of applause for Tom Strokes. And Tom Strokes would come to the lectern, shake the hand. For all of about 5 minutes. And of course, as Toastmasters, we are very encouraging and so on. That's why we have Toastmasters, so that those who would freeze could come and thaw out and unfreeze. That person, incidentally, went on to become an accomplished speaker. But that's how I was not the person. But that's how they began. And of course, we encouraged them, you know. We started to clap, but not a clap come down, you know. But a come on, you can do it, you can do it, you can do it. Come on, you can do it. They didn't do it on that occasion. But they could feel the love. And that person came back and did a good job. But fear quite often paralyzes. It causes us to freeze. Apply that to your work. You're afraid to do something because the boss may not approve. Well, if you think the boss may not approve, go ask him. I thought of doing so and so. Would you approve? No, I wouldn't approve. I thought so. That's the end of that. That boss has gained respect for you because at least you're thinking. And that boss realizes that you know who's boss. And that boss realizes that you're not a fool. You came to consult him first. You've gained some traction there, by the way. But guess what? In another scenario, the boss might say, yes, I approve. Fear. Deal with it. I know that in my early days, and I don't know that I still don't like it, but I don't seem to get the opportunity these days. I like to dance a lot.